Hello everyone! Welcome to the second episode of the Atomy ABR program. In the last episode, we learned all about Atomy, the company you can trust and use. Today, we will dive more into Atomy's products, and this episode is all about health and wellness. Through your weekly mission, I hope you had the opportunity to apply what you learn and experience it yourself. You must be wondering what's inside today's program. In today's episode, you will learn about Atomy's expert tips and get to know more about 2 new health products on our shopping mall. And to close this wonderful episode, nothing better than having a member share with us a testimony about Atomy products. I'm really excited to hear about that. Are you as excited as I am? Okay, let's go.
What is immunity in our bodies? We have cells in our bodies that are responsible for immunity. They are B cells, T cells, NK cells, which we've heard a lot about recently. These cells are responsible for very important functions in the body. The first of these immune functions is to protect against viruses and germs coming from the outside. Bacteria is constantly moving in and out of our bodies from the outside. When these viruses come in, our immune cells react immediately, preventing them from proliferating and causing various effects. But the second thing is that these immune cells have another function for vascular cleaning. Our blood vessels play a role in transporting oxygen and nutrients to each cell, but they are also transport corridors for the various wastes that come out of them. Thus, blood vessels can get greatly damaged. So, if they are damaged, oil gets stuck in the open, damaged gaps. Also, platelets stick together, making the gaps bigger and bigger. If they get bigger, they become blood clots. If they block brain vessels and explode, it causes a stroke or cerebral hemorrhage. And if they block heart vessels, it causes chest pain and heart attacks. And if this inflammation continues to build up in the blood vessels, they get harder and harder, like rusty pipes. That's what we call atherosclerosis. This causes poor circulation because the vessels are less flexible. But these immune cells have the ability to clean up and remove the debris that are stuck in these vessels. That's why they're called scavenger cells or cleaning cells. So these immune cells play a very important role in blood vessels. But they have another very important role. They feed on cancer cells. Our bodies are actually made up of 60 trillion cells. Cells constantly die and regenerate over the course of a single day. Cancer cells go through hundreds to thousands of mutations within a single day. Immune cells passing by cancer cells that look like this would stop and say, "Oh, this one is different from normal cells," and eat the cancer cell. So immune cells play a very important role in the prevention and treatment of cancer. And cancer appears more easily in people who have lower immune function. So your immune function is important not only for eliminating germs and bacteria, but it's also important for your blood vessels in preventing cancer. That's what you should remember. There may be some inconvenient truths and some mistaken ideas about this very important topic of immunity. First, for diabetes, high blood pressure, and hyperlipidemia, how would immune function be in people with chronic diseases like this? Obviously, it'd be very low, especially in the case of diabetes, which produces a lot of inflammatory substances in our bodies. Also for diseases like high blood pressure and hyperlipidemia, they make the blood vessels themselves worse. This leads to very poor immune function. On the other hand, these inflammatory substances that come out can prevent immune cells from working, since these chronic and underlying diseases play a role in getting rid of immune functions. People with these diseases must pay extra attention to their immune functions. You must keep that in mind. And for those who say, "Isn't my immune function okay since I exercise a lot?" Your body and immune function doesn't necessarily get better with exercise. We only need an adequate amount of exercise. In particular, some people think they must exercise very hard. They do high-intensity exercise like lifting weights or spinning. Actually, that's more like labor than exercise. Over-exercising can result in muscle pain the next day, and it can actually lower your immune function. The amount of exercise we recommend for adult patients is aerobic exercise for about an hour a day, 3 times a week. You can consider this an adequate amount of exercise. Doing more than that doesn't improve your physical health or immunity. You need the right amount of exercise, especially the amount that's suitable for you, to get healthier. Next, young people think like this. At my young age, what's the big deal with immunity? They could be thinking along these lines. But young people can have lowered immune functions as well. Especially for young people these days, their living conditions and lifestyles may be worse. Their diets may be irregular as well. Thus, their immune function may be greatly lowered. Also, immune functions can fluctuate throughout the day. If our body temperature drops by even 1 degree, our immune function drops by 30 to 40%. So if it's even just slightly chilly during the night, you catch a cold the next day. Thus, immune function fluctuates greatly, moment by moment. No matter how young you are, the more you overwork and tire your body out, the more your immune function is lowered. Next, in order to preserve their immune function, some people think they have to make their surroundings sparkling clean and spotless, but you don't have to be so clean. No matter how clean it is, there are germs, dust, and all that. In particular, we need to have contact with foreign substances and things like this from the outside to some extent, so our immune function can be active. So it's not right to say, my cleanliness will guarantee great immune function. Immune function involves a lot of other factors, in addition to the surrounding environment. So how long could you last living in a sterile environment? You won't. The immune function of someone living in a sterile environment is weakened because they are not exposed to others. So it's good to keep your environment clean to a certain extent, but that alone isn't enough for optimal immune function. Then there are people who think, I lack vitamin D. They think, if I get a lot of sun, I'll be able to improve my immune function. That's partially true. Especially these days, people expose only their faces during the winter season while also wearing sunscreen. Thus, they don't get enough sun exposure. Some people say that their vigilance about UV rays have led to an over-reduction in their sun exposure and vitamin D. But we only need a certain amount of sunshine. A few hours of sun exposure doesn't strengthen your immune function. Although vitamin D is partially involved in the body's metabolic processes or immune function, just getting an average of 15 to 20 minutes of sun every day will give you sufficient vitamin D. You can't consider just getting sun exposure as boosting your immune health. Then, what daily lifestyle can we adopt to boost our immune function? The very first thing I emphasize the most is stress. When you're stressed, your immune function is lowered right away. You get sick when you're really stressed out. You wrap your head in a towel and lie in bed for a week. If you lose your immune function due to stress, as I said before, germs come in and blood vessels get damaged. So it's very important to relieve stress. It's important not to stress yourself too much and engage in stress-relieving activities or positive thinking. Not getting too much stress is important. But the truth is that life itself is a series of stresses, and you can't live free of them. So you have to relieve it. And the easiest and most effective way is what? Exercise. I said that it's important to do the exercise that best suits you, right? If you do aerobic exercise and feel good, our bodies produce endorphins, and the happy hormone, serotonin, is released. Not only does it relieve stress, your body is also very light. Because you feel this lightness and a sense of happiness and well-being, it's extremely important to do some form of exercise. So make sure you do the exercise that best suits you. Then your diet is also extremely important. We actually know that there is a constant process of metabolism that creates debris in the body. We talk about free radicals or waste. There are bodily functions that eliminate waste, but they start weakening as you get older. As I mentioned earlier, your body may create a lot of waste as a result of stress or poor living conditions, regardless of youth. In order to relieve some of this, it's better to eat a lot of food that helps to remove antioxidants or waste from the body. The most typical examples of this are colored vegetables. Vegetables with colors of the rainbow are called anthocyanins or flavonoids. These things now appear purple, red, yellow, which contains some very good antioxidants. So it's great to eat these fresh, colorful vegetables. Also, if we cook this food, they taste good and are easily digestible. However, some of them are vitamins that we can get from fresh ingredients. In order to consume enzymes, don't overcook fresh, seasonal ingredients. It's good to just slightly blanch them or eat them raw. Because we can't produce a myriad of enzymes from these ingredients, to some extent, it's good to consume them. Next, we talk a lot about gut health in relation to our immunity. 70% of our immune cells are in the intestines. So, it improves bowel health, and one of the more important factors for improving bowel health is intestinal bacteria. It's very good to keep many helpful bacteria alive. That's why a lot of people are talking about probiotics. It's a great idea to take probiotics, which can increase the amount of these helpful bacteria. Next, you need to sleep well. Almost 90% of the hormones in your body come out during deep sleep. So regularly getting a good night's sleep is very important. That's how you can manage yourself well for the most important thing, which is your immune function. You have to block germs, keep your blood vessels healthy, and prevent cancer. So these things can be managed by maintaining your immune function.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisa May Villarian, Diamond Master from Atomy, Canada. Today I'm going to present to you two of the products that I love to use on my daily basis. I'll start with Atomy Fermented Noni Concentrate. This product has 24 sachets in box. So delicious noni juice made by fermented organic noni juice with lactic acid bacteria. So this is rich and exotic taste with a blend of sweetness and earthiness. So 100% organic noni harvested from Atomy's exclusive farm in Java Island, Indonesia. Manufactured with patented fermentation and aging technology for a total of 1,440 hours. Upgraded taste and aroma with a natural ingredients such as organic coconut sugar. So how to consume this product? To consume Atomy fermented noni concentrate this way. So take 1 to 2 a day 40 grams of undiluted solution each time. Keep it in the refrigerator for a better taste. Or you can dilute it in water and drink it according to your preference. I love taking Atomy fermented noni concentrate because it helps boost my immune system. So if you want to boost your immune system, try taking noni concentrated because it's perfect for our health. And I love to take this in my daily in the morning. Now that I told you about Atomy fermented concentrate, I am going to introduce to you another product that I love the most, the Atomy Skin Beat Collagen. So Atomy Skin Beat Collagen is a source of essential and non-essential amino acids for the maintenance of good health. So this collagen is very important in our body. Why? Because collagen is the most abundant protein in our body, accounts for 30% of our body protein. So it provides structure, support, and strength to your skin, muscles, bones, and tissues. So the role of collagens are, it helps fibroblasts to form in dermis, the middle skin in our body, which helps new cells to grow, playing a role in replacing dead skin cells, providing protective covering for our organs, giving structure, strength, and elasticity to the skin. And lastly, to help blood to clot. So what causes collagen to loss? So age-related collagen loss. So collagen provides skins with strength and firmness like a structure in our body. So as we age, collagen production decreases. So collagen loss starts between age of 18 to 29. So after age 40, like me, the body can lose around 1% per year. Around age 80, collagen production can decrease by 75%. So the younger skin, the better. But as we age, we need to take collagen because these changes leads to the characteristic signs of aging such as wrinkles and dry, sagging skin. So the integrity of the collagen found in the skin skeletal system decreases with the age as well as leading to reduction of bone strength. So other factors lead to collagen degradations are sun, tobacco, temperature, nutrition, stress, lack of sleep, pollutions. So if you have all those stuff, I'll recommend for you to take some collagen. So collagen peptides are 100% extracted from fish skin. And each bottle containing 5,000 milligrams of peptin collagen peptides fulfills daily requirements. So these products are utilization of juice concentrate and a blend of mixed berry flavor enhances the taste of our collagen. They use premium apple juice, grape concentrate, natural flavors for the better taste, and sweet and sour taste without fishiness. So Atomy Skin Beat Collagen exclusively delivers top-tier collagen to the members. So I want you all to try our collagen because it's best for our skin, especially as we age. We want to have a younger looking skin in our life. So please go to your shopping mall and we have more than 5 categories of products that you will love to use and try. So visit our Atomy website. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hi Atomies! I'm Yuna Chang, a Diamond Master of Atomy Canada. Here we live in a beautiful winter wonderland, but I bet no one really enjoys shoveling, especially when we have heavy snow. For me, especially, I'm not looking forward to shovel at all because I injured my shoulder many years ago. Ever since I injured my shoulder, not mention about the shoveling alone, just simple daily activities gave me a lot of sore shoulder. When I changed my clothes, I had to keep my arm and my shoulder in certain angle to stretch. Otherwise, you hear me screaming and yelling. I tried many different treatments, but nothing really made it better with my pain level. When I found that Atomy Canada launched the Atomy fermented noni concentrate on our website, I was so excited to give it a try because I heard so many good things about noni, and noni has been used for thousands of years in many different countries to treat many health issues, especially with the pain and inflammation. Even though I knew all about good things that noni has, I didn't really like to give it a try with other brand because I had one pretty bad experience with other brand of noni juice many years ago. When I tried it, the taste of it was not easy to get accustomed to it, and I didn't like the smell at all. But when I found out that Atomy noni juice was under certain fermentation and aging process for 1,440 hours, I was ready to give it a try again because I knew the fermentation could make things taste a lot better. Do you know how many days it makes 1,440 hours? Don't worry, I'll do the math for you. It's a total of 60 days. So the company gets the only selected organic noni from Java Island, Indonesia, and the concentrated noni juice is going on the 45 days of fermentation and 15 days of aging process before packaging. On top of this, Atomy noni juice was fermented using lactic acid bacteria, which is a common probiotic strains found in yogurt, kombucha, and kimchi. So it's also really friendly to our guts. I ordered one box through Atomy website, and I had a sip of it right away when the first box got delivered. And I love the taste. For me, it kind of tasted like apple juice. Also, our noni juice has organic coconut sugar and calamansi juice, and it made the Atomy noni juice very, very enjoyable. After I had the noni juice for about 4 days, that morning, the 4th day of the morning, I was very, very happy that I was able to wear my clothes without pain. Especially, I was so happy that I was able to hook my bra. You know, you have to stretch your arms to your back. I was able to do it without pain. And also, I was able to wear my sweater, not to be too careful about keeping my arm in a certain angle. I was very, very excited. So I took noni juice for about 12 days, about 2 weeks, I guess. And for those days, my shoulder really behaved the one I used to have when I was 20 years old. And after that, I kind of missed taking noni juice, and I stopped for about 10 days. And my shoulder was okay, but after about 10 days of not taking it, it started getting sore a little bit again. So now I'm taking my noni juice once every 2 or 3 days to keep my shoulder pain level maintained. Now I always have a couple of boxes Atomy noni juice stocked in my cupboard. One box of Atomy fermented noni concentrate has 24 pouches of 38 milliliter, and it's even more delicious on the raw. Would you like to share a glass of noni juice with me? For our healthy lives with Atomy fermented noni concentrate. Cheers!
Wow! I hope you got to know more about Atomy and its health products. I am sure everyone wants to give these products a try. Well, now you know how to navigate in Atomy's Canada's shopping mall, so go ahead and find your favorite product. Thank you for your wonderful and informative presentations. Before we end today's episode, here is today's mission. In your team meetings today, you will be sharing about last week's mission with your teammates. We hope you can learn a lot with the members in your team, and please encourage one another. We will see you in the next episode of the ABR program. Thank you.